City last month, and it's extra special. Shout out baby girl, Big Girl City. But I'm introducing to y'all my first mentee, and her name is Big Girl Valpal. She's going to be presenting about B-Girl mentorship, and just give you a little bit background on her. I'm her husband now, but crewmates first, you know. But she was, yeah. I think it's a very beautiful story. I don't want to get too deep into it, but what she's sharing is going to be just a little bit. It's so beautiful when the time that she could share more on her story. But I'm very honored. I never thought I would ever get the chance to introduce her at in any kind of way, but this is extra special. Thank you for coming. This is B-Girl Valpal.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. I am so honored to share with you all today, especially for Underground Flow's 25th anniversary. So today is so special, so thank you so much for giving me your time and your energy right now. Alright, so...
You want a mic?
Oh no, I'm good. You can hear me, right? I'm loud. Okay, but this is what I have presented it in B-Girl City last month, and so I got majority of my jitters out. I'm not a professional lecturer or anything, so please bear with me. But I'm so honored to speak and to share some of my experiences today. So although today I am focusing on B-Girl mentorship, I truly believe all types of mentorship is needed and important. But because B-Girls are the minority in a male-dominated culture, I'm focusing on that. And I'm a B-Girl, right? So makes sense. All right, so let's go. All right. Oh, I didn't even connect it. Hold on. 1 second. I was like, my clicker is not working. All right, let's go. There we go. All right. So this mentorship presentation is rooted in the experiences that have shaped me as a B-Girl, crewmate, mentor, and community builder. I will be sharing stories about the people that invested in me, the lessons I've learned through mentoring others, and why I believe B-Girl mentorship is essential for the growth and legacy of our culture. So first off, who am I? You all know me as Valpal. My name now is Valerie Costellor. Professionally, I'm a pediatric occupational therapy practitioner. I worked over 11 years in the schools and clinics with the special needs population. And I am a crew member, obviously, of UGF, Underground Flow. I've been breaking for 20 years. I'm a B-Girl mentor, teacher, and community builder. So at the same time, I've been breaking for a decade, and breaking has been a huge part of my life. It's basically changed my life for the better. And it's given me so many amazing opportunities. I've had the chance to compete and judge nationally and internationally. I have taught classes and workshops, and I've also mentored B-Girls from the beginner level to the pro level. So, thank you, hip-hop. Okay, professionally, I have also worked in the industry. I worked on some commercials with brands such as Nike and Skechers. I've been in some music videos. I danced for the LA Clippers, LA Chargers, breaking crews, and I was also featured on LA Times. And somehow I ended up on a building with Barack Obama and Arnold Schwarzenegger, like downtown of the huge CNN building, and I would have friends driving down, and they're like, "Oh, I think that's you we see," and I'm like, "What? Send me a picture." So amazing opportunities again. All right, so let's start now with, all right, Culture Shock Los Angeles. So organizations like Culture Shock Los Angeles gave me my very first opportunities to teach the youth and after-school programs, and it's also where I learned a lot of my foundational skills as a B-Girl. And this is where I found my love and passion for teaching, especially youth. All right, so my first breaking mentors. Meeting Villain and Impact, right there, and later becoming part of their crew, Underground Flow, taught me a lot about growth, crew, mentorship, and intentional community. Being mentored by twin brothers is something so rare and so special, and I thought about this, and I was like, why? And I was like, it's because you get twice the support, twice the verbal validation, and 2 different perspectives that help guide me along my breaking journey. So shout out to Villain Impact, you're the best mentors. All right, moving on. Sometimes mentorship starts with a feeling. So this is when I was living back in San Diego at home. home, I was teaching a youth breaking class in San Diego. And I met this very special, very sweet 8-year-old girl. And every week she would come to my class, eager to learn, hungry to grow, and ready to put in work. And the more I watched her, the more I felt the call to help her reach her potential. And at the time, I didn't even quite know what that truly meant. I found myself confiding in one of my mentors, Dylan, on guidance. I was like, there's this dope girl in my class, what do? I feel like I'm supposed to do something. And he was like, why don't you talk to her parents and see if you could like privately teach her? And I was like, that's a great idea. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm so grateful that her parents and the little girl accepted my invitation. It just felt like the right thing to do, even though at the time I was totally oblivious to what I was trying to do. Looking back, this wasn't only an example or the start of a beautiful mentorship journey, but it was also a prime example of a mentorship cycle. So Dylan, who mentored me, helped guide me as I began to mentor someone else. I call her my blessing through teaching, and today she is known as Lo, Logistics, Logan, and years later we would end up, recruiting her to our crew, and she would go on to win Silverback Open Beagle Championship in 2018 at the age of 16. And I was, and I had the great opportunity to be present at that battle, and that was the first time I saw her battle at the international level, and she was beating everybody. And it was the first time I saw her shine on that level, and I was beyond proud of her. And basically after that, her B-Girl career took off. And she would go on to become USA's first Red Bull BC1 B-Girl World Champion in 2021. And she would also represent USA Breaking for the first time in history at the Paris Olympic Games in 2024. Outside of competition, she continues to give back. She just taught class, workshops, and also judging. And that experience taught me that what we share with others matters, support matters, mentorship matters, right? And it also made me wonder how many other B-girls could truly thrive if they were truly seen and supported, right, and invested in. So this is a little outline, little low, of a solo B-girl's journey versus a mentor B-girl's journey. So usually the solo B-girl would learn through trial and error. There's only one perspective. They may be navigating challenges alone, and their progress may take longer. With a mentored B-girl, they will learn through guidance and feedback. There's multiple perspectives, support through challenges, and you can definitely help accelerate growth. So as mentors, you can't do the work for them, but you can help them avoid spending months trying to figure something out that could easily be fixed in one simple conversation. Right? So what mentorship has taught me is that it is essential for growth and legacy. Healthy mentorship is rooted in trust, mutual exchange, and selflessness, and that community is built through intention, not competition. So I'm going to break it down. So mentorship is essential for growth and legacy. Let's see. So mentorship is basically what keeps the culture alive, right? In breaking, your individuality is usually celebrated, but no one grows completely on their own, right? So every generation is shaped by the people who believe in us, challenge us, and make space for us to evolve. And looking back, there are specific people that changed me as a mentor. Okay, so logistics is growth and legacy. So early private mentorship with logistics was basic foundational training, instilling confidence, and giving her feedback. I also got to know the person she was outside of breaking. She loved gory, scary movies, the color purple, and she was wise beyond her years. I always thought of an owl. When I saw her. But over time, this mentorship evolved into a collective effort. So it wasn't just me, teaching Lo, it became Bill and Impact Manny and other members of our crew. So we're all, it was a collective effort. We ended up entering battles together, performing in shows, and due to her heart, her dedication, and her growth, we decided to recruit her to our crew on her 10th birthday. So we made a boombox cake for her and everything. Lo continued to develop, and then she started to seek knowledge outside of us, right? So learning from other dancers, other teachers, and she was basically expanding her perspective and her skills. And this taught me that our jobs as mentors isn't to hold on too tightly, right? This is what you want. This is exactly what you want, right? You want to help people grow so they can find their own path. and I realized I wasn't guiding her anymore. She was learning from other people, growing her own relationships, and learning from people, and she was becoming part of something bigger. Honestly, that's what you want. It is bittersweet because you remember the first time you started working together, but it is truly one of the most rewarding things to witness. She also taught me that no one succeeds alone, right? Her growth came from so much more than just my mentorship. It came from her relentless hard work, her family support, the community support, and her willingness to learn from everyone around her. So shout out to Logistics. Mentors plant seeds, right? Mentors plant seeds, but it takes an entire ecosystem for those seeds to grow. Lo evolved into a world-renowned bee girl, and it reminded me that our role as mentors is not to take credit for someone's success, but to contribute to the foundation that helps them reach their full potential. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here are a few words from. Oh, what happened?
Uh-oh, no words from Logan.
Oh, is it the video format? There was
Oh, you need a volume?
oh, there was a video.
There's a video?
Oh, there was a
Alright.
Oh, Wi-Fi?
Oh, was it like that? Sorry, technical difficulty.
It'll be worth it.
Hold on, let me put my Bluetooth on. Today's like later. It's a file.
How long are we?
Yes, it is. It's on. It's on.
It's on.
In anything that I'm doing, I always want to push to be the best that I can be. When I first started, one of the biggest reasons why I loved breaking is because